is you have to make sure that the equations are in standard form and line up. So what that means is like you need to make sure your x's line up and your, this is fun, your y's line up and your purple numbers, constants line up. So they all have to line up before you do anything. Then the idea with this is you try to have either the x's match or the y's match, where one is positive and one is negative. So for this one, what they're going to do is they're going to force this to be a 4. So what they did is they multiply everything by 2 to make this y value a 4, so that when you add them, your y's cancel. Okay, I think it's easier when we actually do an example. So once your y's cancel, then you can solve for an x and plug in like we did yesterday. So let's do it's just easier once we get to the examples. So this is the plan. You have to be a little strategic here. Come on. Why isn't this going? Ugh. Okay, that's fine. Everyone's fine. Okay. Nope, it's not fine. Just kidding. It's not going to work. There we go. So here we go. It's going to go. It's going to go. Positive attitude. There it is. Okay. So this is the plan. There's 2 ways you could kind of go about this here. You want to try to match the x's or the y's so that one's positive, one's negative. And you get to choose. So I think, what did I do when I did this? I got rid of the y's. So I did the y's because, I don't know, I was feeling 3 was a smaller number than 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this bottom one by 3, because then that's how I force that 3 to be a positive 9. So I want these to be like opposites of each other. That's the goal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this by 3, because the goal is to make this a positive 9y. Okay, now you can't just multiply the 1 by 3. You got to be legit and legal here and multiply all the things by 3. So this is going to be 30. And then this is going to be what? Negative 6x. Okay, so then it's essentially like, you know how substitution, you rearrange the equation? This one, you're just scaling it. So then what you're going to do is you're going to add this equation. Here, maybe I'll put it in highlighter. You're going to add this equation and this equation together. Okay, so I just messed around with one of them, so it was like forced into what I want. Okay, so I multiplied everything by 3. So then now when I add it, I get, what is this? 4x plus 0, which was the whole point. Okay, and then I do 46 and 30, which is 76. And then now it's just an equation with x, and it's like easy to solve. You know what I mean? Well, kind of. Hopefully 4x goes into that. Otherwise, I'm going to cry. Because I got 19. Is that legit? Hopefully. Okay. So you would set it 4x equals 76, and you get x equals 19. Now to get the y, it's the same as yesterday. Just pick your favorite formula and plug the 19 in. So it doesn't matter which one. Maybe I'll do, I don't know. Maybe I'll do the -2 one. I don't know. I'm feeling this. -2 times 19 plus 3y equals 10. So I'm using the, sorry, I didn't write this, -2x plus 3y equals 10 formula. So I'm using that one. So now I'm going to plug in 19. So what is that? -38, right? Yeah. Plus 3y equals 10. And then I'm going to add 38. So what is that? 48. So then 16, right? Okay. Yeah. Like second guessing myself right now. All right, so then your order pair is 19, 16. So if you were to graph those lines, they'd intersect at 19, 16. So that's elimination. Okay, so that one's like an okay one. This is when it gets kind of tricky, these guys. Because I don't know, the other one, I just needed to mess with the bottom one, because if I multiplied it by 3, then I get the positive 9, and I could, like, cancel it right away, whereas this stuff, I'm like, well, none of them, they're all positive, which is super annoying. So then the way I have to figure this one out is I have to pick which ones I want to.
Bottom one.
Yeah. Because I would, do you want to do Y's or X's? What are you guys feeling?
X.
Ooh. A smaller number? I don't know.
Really
but we did Y's on the other one. Actually, okay. Let's do X's because then it's something different. Okay? I'm going to do something different. So here's the plan. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the X's. Okay? Shh. So if you guys... Guys, stop talking, please. If you guys want to do the Y's, see if you get the same answer as me. You know what I mean? So, like, for this top one, I'm going to multiply. I'm going to try to get, I need 4 and 5. So, what is that, 20? They both go into? So, I'm going to do this top one by 5. So, I'm going to let the top one be, like, my positive one. And then my bottom one, I'm going to do -4 because then it'll give me my -20. And then these are, the rest of this equation is just collateral damage. Like, I don't care what the numbers are going to end up being. I just care that this is going to be a 20 and this is going to be a -20. And then when I add them, they're gone. So, like, the rest of this, I'm just kind of like, whatever, I'm multiplying them. That's just going to how it's going to be. So I'm going to get like 20x plus 15y equals, what is that, 105? Right? Yeah? Okay. Whew. Feeling good. Okay. Now I'm going to do the other one, -4 times 5. Again, this was the whole point. Okay. The rest is just like multiply whatever they are. That's what it is. So then I'm going to write minus 8y equals -84. These numbers are scary, but it's fine. Okay. Okay. So then again, this one now, so what's different from the other one is we're doing the X's are gone now. So that's 0. You don't need to write 0, but you can if you want. So then it would be 15 minus 8 would be what, 7? And then 105 minus 84, 21? Oh, yes. Don't you get nervous?
No.
Because I want it to be a nice number, you know? And then you divide by 7, you get 3. Okay. All right, so you get 3. Now I need one of these. I need to pick one. You want to do the bottom one? I don't know. I'll just do the bottom one. So 5x plus 2y equals 21. You can pick the top one. Doesn't matter. And then what you're going to do is you're going to plug in the stuff. So you're going to plug in the 3. And then do math.
15.
So 5x plus 6 equals 21. Don't spoil it. It's a surprise. It is 3. 3 comma 3. Well, that's kind of satisfying. No? It's kind of weird to say. Maybe it's kind of safe. Okay. So this one's like the hardest kind. Well, in a way, because you have to mess with both of them. Okay. So everyone, does that make sense? Like what's going on? Okay, this last one's the worst one. I'm trying to mess with you. Do you see it?
No.
I'm trying to mess.
No, wrong. That's definitely
Look,
wrong.
do you see? They don't match up. What a sass. It's so sassy. Isn't it? See it? They don't match up. Are you serious right now?
-5. That means.
Okay, well, hold on. We've got to rearrange this thing because I need to be X's, then Y's, and then numbers. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want the 5 and the 3y are switched. Do you get what I'm saying? They're switched. So algebraically, I mean, I don't know if you can do that right away, but like, if you want to switch them, wouldn't that just be 4x minus 3y equals -5? Don't you just switch them? Subtract that one. Okay, say you were like, can't do that. Why are you saying that out loud? Okay, hold on. This is what I did. I'm going to move over the 5. Okay, so I get 4x equals 3y minus 5. And then I have to move over the 3y. So I get 4x minus 3y equals negative 5. So what I had to do was switch around the 5 and the 3y. But to do that like a mathy way, okay, what I had to do is I had to subtract this one, subtract that one. That's how I switch them algebraically. Okay. So now it's like I'm doing this new problem. I'm going to rewrite this because this looks bad. So, okay, I'm just going to rewrite it because it makes me feel better. Don't judge. This is my life. Okay, 2x minus y. I just like when it's up and down nice. Okay, so I rearrange this top equation into this, okay? And then this is my second equation, and I put it here, okay? Now I'm going to redo the problem. I'm going to do stuff like this here, okay? So why don't you guys see if you can do it? So pick which variable you want to eliminate. All the other stuff is collateral damage. So you just have to figure out which variable do you want to get rid of. Do you want to get rid of the x's, then do your thing? Or do you want to get rid of the y's? So you just have to pick and follow through. Okay? So see if you can do it. Okay? Guys, what are we doing here? Okay, let's do the math here.
I did it. I was telling Christian that we're done with notes, so he didn't have to fill out his note packet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's our last problem.
Just say it out loud.
Real quick.
4-7. We have 3 different answers.
Oh boy.
I think I'm right.
I think I'm definitely wrong.
Well, 4-7.
I got 4-7.
No, you didn't.
You didn't even touch it.
No, it's like 2 more.
I don't put things in, guys.
Just say on the exam.
Okay. Come on, get after it. You're not even writing this down. Come on. Okay.
Actually?
Are you right?
Yeah.
What is it?
What'd you do? Y's or x's?
What'd you use?
Did you multiply everything by negative?
Y's. I did
Or you multiplied this by 3?
Yeah,
You should multiply by negative 3.
I did that up here, but then I got negative 3 for the other one, so I'm using it.
Well, this is a totally different problem though, because I think you just messed up a negative.
No, but it's
Because that's negative. You didn't multiply the 21. That's why. So this one, if you multiply by negative 3, because you need that to be the positive 3y. Mm-hmm. Yes.
What? Mr. Rock, 4-7?